Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. Off we go from Nashville. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So out come the Titans, and they are led, Greg, by Cam Ward. Same alma mater as you, University of Miami, the #1 overall pick in this past April's draft.
I'm not sure if a guy jumped into the NFL scene quicker than Cam Ward a year ago at the University of Miami. I was down there. I watched his college debut for the Hurricanes in the swamp against Florida, and I walked out of there. I'm not so sure if I knew he was going to be the first overall pick, but I knew he was going to be an unbelievable college player, and here he is with the future of this franchise on his shoulders. He's not going to blink. Everywhere he's been, every coach says, Cam Ward changed the future of our team, of our organization, and there's no reason to think he's not going to do it again.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 6. Again, it's Pollard. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down for Tennessee.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
They'll run the toss. Here's Pollard. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off play action, it's Ward. Throw to the right flat, it is caught. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll try and run for the 1st down with Pollard. And he will have a Titans 1st down. They're able to convert by plenty on 3rd and 1. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They bring the tight end in motion. They'll go back to Pollard on 1st down. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Now Ward on a designed run. He'll step up and run.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
3rd and 3.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up. And now they face 3rd down. Out of the gun, Ward. Rolling to the left.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. In motion, Okonkwo. On 4th down, Ward. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down. The 49ers come out, and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract for the fourth-year man out of Iowa State.
Mike, think over the years. The first couple years Purdy took over as the quarterback. Every time we'd introduce him, it'd be Mr. Irrelevant. He's on a low rookie contract. Is he the future of this 49er organization? And after this offseason, the contract they gave him, the answer is flat out yes. He is the future. They believe in him. They think him and Kyle Shanahan can take this team back to being the Super Bowl contender that prior to last year, they were in that mix year in and year out.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is the Pro Bowler Jeffrey Simmons. Gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. This offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And they'll get maybe a yard out of that. Not nearly enough. It'll be 4th down.
3 and out. 4th down.
On 4th down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. Back deep for Tennessee, Jim DK. This is taken at the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Titans offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. He'll look forward for maybe a yard. Jason Pinnock there to end it.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Now a screen. Here's Pollard. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On 4th down, the former All-Pro Johnny Hecker out to punt for Tennessee. Back deep for the Niners is Sky Moore. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They were 3 and out first time around. They'll begin anew here in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Purdy. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
A pickup of 21 on that connection. It's good for a Niners first down.
1st and 10 at the
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Open man is Jennings. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Purdy to Kittle for the Niners first down. On the give, it's McCaffrey. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throwing is Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and
3. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Flush to his right. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
A gain of 19 yards. And the 49er first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
One of the tight ends motions right. McCaffrey. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Purdy to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect, Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. His kick is good. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead.
Titans, nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return, it's Jim DK. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. And nothing has come from these first two drives. Got a turnover on downs, followed by a punt last time they had it. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And a good run there. That'll get him 5 yards.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 4. In motion, Okonkwo. Shotgun snap for Ward. Short one there to Okonkwo. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Now Pollard. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
So after 1, the Niners have the early advantage. And we're back in Music City after this. Titans football here to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 1 coming up. From the gun, here's Ward. That is the rookie from Stanford, Alec Iomanner.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
On 1st and 10, Ward. He'll find his receiver. That's DK. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
17 yards.
17 yards that time for number 17.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the
So we heard about this budding connection all the way back in training camp in the summer. So it's nice to see those reps starting to translate on game day. And I think these two might have a really bright future together. And the more plays they make, the more we're going to see that confidence grow. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 5. Up the middle, here comes Pollard. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
A gain of 6.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
There's Okonkwo open left side. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
In motion, Okonkwo. Throwing, Ward. This one brought in by Iomanner. And he is out of bounds. It's going to be first down, though. First and goal at the 2.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. J. Spears. Touchdown, Titans. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Joey Sly on now for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Titans will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. Throw, left side, complete to Pearsall. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll roll out here with Purdy. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Well, he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
Third, they need 8. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. Tony Pollard heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. 18 yards. A great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
First down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Sam Ukuwanu. He gets into drop in. It's a loss of 8.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw is Ward. Open right side is Okonkwo. Look at the big man go. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. It's a big one for Tennessee. A gain of 66 yards.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
There's a lot of factors that make this play so successful, Mike, and clearly the ability of this tight end to not only find the open space in the defense, but then after the catch to turn into a runner. That is very rare at the tight end position. We're seeing it more and more often, though, over the last couple years. And then the accuracy of the quarterback to not only...
That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Kick Okonkwo. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, just buying a little extra time, waiting for his man to uncover on the back of the end zone. And then it just becomes, let's rip it and throw that ball in that window, because it might not stay open for long, but he puts it right where it needs to be. Touchdown.
Sly now for the point after. It's up and through. And the Titans will move out to a 14-7 lead.
49ers 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. Room to run at the 40. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Man in motion here is Jennings. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with that. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Quick throw here is complete. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
A 53-yard attempt.
Piniero's kick is good. And the 49ers are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Piñeiro had the field goal a moment ago. Now he's back out to kick it away. Julius Chestnut to bring it back. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Tony Pollard heads out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Handoff to Pollard. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Out of the gun, Ward. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So I really like the decision, Mike. This is a rookie quarterback making more veteran decisions, and I think in his growth process this early on in his career, those are really good signs, because how often do we see these rookies still think they're back in college, they're the best player on the field, and they can make every throw, even if it's not there. You're not going to get away with that consistently in the NFL. Throw it away. Really nice job here by the young quarterback.
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to get back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to Nashville in a moment. 3rd down and 9. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. On comes Thomas Morstead as he is on to punt it away for San Francisco. The fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Titans offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's Ward. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Now it's Ward. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Ward. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On second down, here's Ward. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their second as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
That's caught by Van Jefferson. And he's going to have a first down. They get into field goal range here at the 29.
That's another Titans first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. This will be a 46-yard attempt. Sly's kick is good. And the Titans going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that kick will help extend the lead, but remember, Mike, it's still a one-possession game. Halftime's right around the corner, so both teams, there's a lot of work left to be done before we crown a winner here.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. A couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Niners offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
On second down, Purdy. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver He knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Jawan Jennings was the intended target. Third down coming up.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
I don't care what defensive strategy you apply here on third and real long, Mike, but you have to tackle in space. They almost let this guy pick up enough after the catch to convert a third and real long. Fortunately for them, they brought him down just short. Brings up fourth down.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Titans offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Running here, it's Pollard. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Wolf. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's good.
It's a big one for Tennessee. And even 30 yards.
At the 26-yard line.
These wide outside the number throws, this is where a quarterback really gets to show off his arm strength and arm talent. This puts a ton of pressure on the defense because now they say, all right, we have to defend every single blade of grass.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 5. They give to Pollard on the option. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
In motion, Okonkwo. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
On the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 49ers 11-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They give this to Jefferson on the jet sweep.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences, they know it's coming and there's not going to be a lot of gain.
Ward now on third down. One incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Joey Slide back out to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Niners offense ready to get back at it. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They'll try the left side with McCaffrey. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and
10. To throw is Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, 49ers.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
McCaffrey now on first and 10. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle.
Brings up second and 8 at the Titans' 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 8. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
9 yards.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy gain, and they pick up the first down.
From the 39, here's a first and 10. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
So, from the 37, here's second and 8. Here's Saul, the man in motion. Purdy now on second down. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 13 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Niners first down.
49er
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 6. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
And the 49er, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Here now, 2nd down and goal. They bring a tight end in motion left. McCaffrey trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
This offense is finding out the hard way, Mike. There is just not a lot of room to operate against this defense down near the goal line.
The ball inches from the goal line. 3rd and goal. It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Brock Purdy. Touchdown, San Francisco. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Jim Radike now to return it. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Titans offense and quarterback Cam Ward headed back out onto the field. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Play fake, now Ward to throw. Down the field, he's got his tight end Okonkwo. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. An even 40 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
In motion, Okonkwo. On 1st and 10, Moore.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Off the bootleg, it's Ward. He'll get this out wide to Pollard. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for the Titans.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Start of the 4th quarter, and it's a run by Pollard. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On play action, it's Ward. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Bryce Huff getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Ward. That's complete to DK. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And this is blocked. They got it. Now this is scooped up by a member of the offense. But he's not going to be able to advance past the marker. He is stopped short, and the block kick leads to a turnover on downs. The Niners offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Now it's McCaffrey. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Purdy. They'll try to hit him with a screen. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
3rd down. Purdy. He'll look deep, left sideline. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Titans offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Ward gonna keep it here on the zone read, and he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Ward. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
They really needed that one, didn't they, Mike? I mean, they have to find a way to keep this as a one-possession game. This will at least give them a chance to do so, depending on what happens here on 4th down.
The Titans punching unit comes out to the field as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The 49ers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. He'll go right and find his running back. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not, and it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
On 2nd down, it's McCaffrey. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that play. 1st down, 49ers.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He was brought down by Cedric Gray. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's McCaffrey. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
On third down, it's Purdy. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
The 49ers out to punt this one. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And this is going to work out just fine. Kick goes out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Tony Pollard heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Taken down at his own 7-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that second down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they are in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting third down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
He'll find his receiver. That's DK. And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Niners offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll roll out here with Purdy. A throw on the move is caught. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
On the give, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Titans' 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll run here with McCaffrey. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And he can't hang on. It is incomplete. A chance there, a big chance for a huge play, but he couldn't reel it in.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end.
And this is blocked. They got it.
And that's just a really good effort there. Remember, if he misses the ball and he runs into the kicker, that's an automatic first down, but he does it. Not only does he get through, almost untouched, he's able to get a hand on it and block the kick.
Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. First and 10 now from the 36. In motion, Okonkwo. Fake the handoff. Now Ward. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap for Wolf. That's caught over the middle by Iomanner. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. The defense uses its second timeout here. And don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First and 10. Out of the gun, they give it to Pollard. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll go back to Pollard on first down, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. And third and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Up the middle, here comes Pollard. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. A gain of 11, and it's first and goal. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's first and goal. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. From the gun, they'll give it. It's Pollard. And he will get into the end zone. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Titans.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Out comes Sly for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Titans will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
49ers 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So it is Brock Purdy and the 49ers down on the scoreboard. 1:15 to go. How will this play out? We'll watch. They come up for first down. They'll drop to throw. He'll look underneath here for McCaffrey. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Open man is Jennings. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
A gain there of 11. It's good for a Niners first down.
First and 10.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
He's going to let this one go deep. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards. So it's